Previously on Elden Ring, I hid in a bush, picked some berries, and stabbed a goat. Exciting stuff. Anyway, at the end of the last video, after being pummeled by both a troll and Margarita, I was musing on what kind of equipment to get next. I wanted, if at all possible, a bow, some magic of some sort, and a lighter suit of armour to evade the bigger, heavier enemies, because that heavy suit of armour basically did me in against both of those guys. Beyond that, I had no fucking clue what I was doing. Fortunately, the game came to my rescue. Well, a little. While resting at a campsite just past the storm gate, I was visited by a woman who gave me a ring that summons a horse. This is a Souls game, which means you should probably get used to weird people turning up in weird places and giving you weird shit. The horse is useful. Actually, the horse would have been useful for getting through the storm gate earlier, but never mind, eh? Equip the ring and use it to summon the horse, which can double jump. Sort of. But how is it in a fight? It's okay. What I mean by that is, if you insist on staying near the enemy and being very slow, they'll stab the horse repeatedly. And yes, the horse can die. If you pull back a distance and run at them, it improves your chances of not being hit. You can make your enemies' lives a bloody misery if you're careful and controlled. By the way, if the horse does drop dead, shame on you! Also, you can resummon it, but it'll cost you a unit of your healing flask to do so. That's what you get for being cruel to animals. Another thing the woman gave me at the same time was access to the Round Table Hold. Yeah, I mentioned this once in the last video. There are several services here. There's things like a blacksmith.
You're a new face. No matter, it's all the same. Lay out your arms. Let's get smithing.
A woman who gives free hugs.
Great champion, would you allow me to hold you? But briefly, perhaps you might share with me some of your lively vigor and your stout-heartedness. Doing so will grant me the warmth of a champion.
Is it just me, or is this woman creeping anybody else out as well? I can't help but feel like I paid for this hug in some unspecified way that I'll discover later. This is Souls, you get paranoid after a while. She does give you a consumable which temporarily boosts your stance, making you harder to knock over.
You are very warm.
There's a teacher of Incantations.
Well, what do you say? Care to learn an incantation of the 2 fingers?
And this is something that confused the fuck out of me at first in the original Demon Souls. The way it works in this game at least, and similarly to that game, is you have, first of all, incantations, which are governed by your faith stat and require a seal to cast. Meanwhile, on the other side, you have magic, which is powered by your intelligence stat and require a staff to cast. And these two branches are entirely separate from each other. Takes a bit of getting used to. Anyway, only faith-based magic is available at the Round Table Hold. I'm assuming that the actual magic-based magic is elsewhere. Christ knows where though, the map is huge! I do like how you can just stumble on things now Souls is open world. I accidentally ran into a bunch of soldiers and I think goblins going at it. Sometimes you can trick enemies into fighting each other, but normally they just gang up on you. This was a nice change of pace. Be on the lookout for enemies on horseback too. Remember how awkward you made life for the enemy before? Well, now it's your turn. Much better to face them horse to horse. Something that frustrated me in Ghost of Tsushima is that despite the fact that you could swing your sword while on horseback, it was very easy for you to get unseated. Just one blow in Ghost of Tsushima could knock you out of the saddle. It's really annoying. Here though, that doesn't happen. You actually feel here that you are superior for being mounted on a horse against someone who isn't mounted. I like it. Now, at some point during my wanderings, I sort of got lost in a forest. I say sort of because I have a map. But as usual, I didn't know where my journey was taking me. As I said in the last video, I'm not used to this much leeway in my Souls games. In the absence of anything else, I headed for the nearest tree. Because these things are massive and all over the place, and they've got to have something good near the base of them. They've got to. Well, I'm here. Honestly, I'm surprised the place isn't guarded. Then again, there doesn't appear to be anything here to guard. Kinda disappointed. Oh wait, I found something. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is either. Okay. I'm assuming this zombie is leading me to something valuable, guarded by something terrible. There is, however, a bear in my way. I'm used to monsters, I'm not used to wildlife. Alright, back to the zombie summoning post and another bear. Ugh. You know, I wouldn't mind as much. But this zombie is really slow. Hurry up! And it led me to something terrible. Big shock! Most of Mistwood is fairly open. Even so, finding a campfire was tricky. I eventually fast travelled back to familiar ground and found something not so familiar.
A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the Witchrena. I was entrusted this for thee by Torrent's former master.
Like I said, weird people, weird places, weird shit. I took the opportunity here to check the merchant's stuff again. He's selling info on something called the Wondrous Flask of Physic. Well, if it's wondrous. Also, you've spelt physic wrong. Do you think that they create the items and invent names for them? Or do you think they come up with the bullshit name first and then try to come up with something to pin the name on? My search led me to a ruined church. Honestly, I was expecting more guards. So it turns out the Wondrous Flask of Physic. Why does every flask have a name no one will remember? Anyway, the Physic Flask is basically a custom flask. Drop 2 ingredients into it and presto! The flask confers whatever effects those ingredients have when you drink it. I chose stamina and charged strong attack damage. Remember those items I found at the base of the tree a while back? Those are some of the ingredients. And they are equipables. They're not consumables. So they don't get used up. Switch them out as often as you like. Guards in the distance. What? Oh crap, those bones are moving! And they're behind me. Little mother flankers. Having fought skeletons on the Stormy Island in the original game, I'm a bit gun shy here. Oh. Well, that was easy. You cheeky son of a bitch! Die! Again! And stay down! Damn good job I retreated. I think From Software sometimes confuses surprise with screw you.
Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenny Fight. Hello? Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenny Fight. Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenny Fight. Hello? Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenny Fight.
Shut up, Kenneth. Yeah, his name's Kenneth.
Hello?
Be honest, how many of you wanted to stab him in the face just so you could say, "Oh my god, I killed Kenny! You bastard!" You've got to find him first, though. Where the hell is he? You know, for such a loudmouth, he's really hard to find. Oh, there he is! He's up top. Apparently, someone's stolen his castle. He wants it back. I mean, I'm assuming someone hasn't literally stolen the castle. But this is Souls. I wouldn't put it past someone to run off with an entire castle under their arm. By the way, side missions. Another oddity in a Souls game. Yeah, initially the NPCs didn't record their locations on the map, making it a bitch to find them again. But courtesy of an update, now they do. Ooh, what's that? There's a bunch of player messages around here. That suggests to me they found something. Is that a gate? A teleporter, maybe? Grail's Dragon Barrow. Well, that sounds cozy and inviting, doesn't it? Let's look around before I do anything else. Well, we're outside, it's raining, we're at the top of some stairs, and that is not a statue. That is not a statue. I'm going to pretend I was never here. He's got wings and a fuck-off axe too. Where am I, anyway? Oh my god! I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. Right, so I'm 1,056 miles away from where I was, and I can't see a campfire anywhere. Great! Oh good, that's just what I need. More player messages trolling me to death. You guys got me into this shit in the first place! Oh wait, actually I think there is a way down. That doesn't involve dying, I mean. There are bloodstains, meaning some of them made it and died on the next drop. More importantly though, there are messages down there, so someone survived. It's surprising how far you can drop in this game without sustaining damage. Again, From Software, giving me leeway. Ah, some people got this bit wrong. It's a very narrow branch down there. Look before you leap. The horse's double jump comes in handy for breaking your fall as well. As long as you don't fall too far. Okay, this is all well and good, but I'm still marooned on the opposite side of the map. How the hell am I supposed to get out of here without a campfire? Oh. Okay, you can fast travel from wherever you are. Could have done with knowing that before. Also, again, leeway. I'm guessing this fast travel trick doesn't work anywhere. I'm guessing it doesn't work near groups of enemies, in boss encounters, certain locations, etc. Anyway, after all that, I now have enough to buy my incantations. And the seal required to cast them. I got the Catch Flame and Urgent Heal spells. And my faith stat limits what I can use in terms of these incantations, but I have magic of a sort. I think this is a good time to stop. I haven't got everything I wanted yet. Lighter armour for bigger, badder enemies, and a bow would probably come in handy at some point. But I have magic, and that's a start, even if it's not technically magic. More of the map has been explored, even if I have no goddamn clue where I'm going most of the time. Partly because I'm wandering aimlessly just to see what's there, and partly because I got directed through a teleporter by the player base to a region I had no earthly business being in yet. I like that the map has those wavy lines pointing away from the campfires to let you know which way is the main route. It's a damn sight more help than the average Soul game gives you, but it is open world. There's obviously more directions to wander off in. It's kinda necessary. I think I'll keep going with the videos for now. There will be a part 3. And hopefully I can make some more progress then.